From the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is Wish TV's Behind the Eight.
What's on the program for this fine day?
McKinzie Roth takes you behind the scenes at News 8.
Sounds like a great program.
It is amazing.
Now, here's Wish TV's entertainment insider, McKinzie Roth.
From Wish TV, I'm entertainment insider McKinzie Roth, and this is Behind the Eight. On this episode, Miss Alexis Rogers joins us next.
What can 160 years of experience teach you about the future? A lot, especially when it comes to protecting what matters. At Pacific Life, we've helped people and businesses confidently embrace the future with life insurance, retirement income, and employee benefits. With strategies built on strength and trust, and a promise to be here for you today and tomorrow. Ask a financial professional how Pacific Life can help you today. Pacific Life Insurance Company, Omaha, Nebraska, and in New York. Pacific Life and Annuity, Phoenix, Arizona.
Audible's romance collection has something to satisfy every side of you. When it comes to what kind of romance you're into, you don't have to choose just one. Fancy a dalliance with a duke, or maybe a steamy billionaire. You could find a book boyfriend in the city and another one tearing it up on the hockey field. And if nothing on this earth satisfies, you can always find love in another realm. Discover modern rom-coms from authors like Lily Chu and Ali Hazelwood, the latest romantasy series from Sarah J. Maas and Rebecca Yarros, plus Regency favorites like Bridgerton and Outlander. And of course, all the really steamy stuff. Your first great love story is free when you sign up for a free 30-day trial at audible.com/Wondery. That's audible.com/Wondery.
Alexis Rogers in the studio. Hey, Queen, I'm so loud and I'm so excited that you are here. How are you? You're the newest beautiful face joining our Wish TV family, and I couldn't be more thrilled to have you here.
Oh, thank you. You know, you and I we vibe out so well. I'm so excited, man. Everyone has been fantastic. A lot of times you pray when you are going into a new adventure that things just align and that it's peaceful and that it's graceful, and that's been all of the above. I'm just so excited to be here.
We're thrilled to have you. I have the pleasure of hosting All Indiana with Miss Alexis, so we have so much fun. And you know, it is scary because when someone new comes, you hope, you don't know if they're going to be salty, you don't know if they're going to be sweet, you don't know what you're going to get, and you are just all of the most wonderful things. So
thank you.
You're so warm and vibrant, and it's genuine. So I mean that. So it's just a thrill to be around you and to have you here.
Come on, giving me all the feels today.
All the feels.
All the feels.
We love you, girl. So tell us a little bit about, so for people that are new to you, tell us about you. Like, where'd you come from? What's your background? And we have to get to your man, like, coming up.
Of course. Hey, you know, I'm the oldest of three girls. So, you know, any of those older kids out there, hey, that's me and you. I'm originally from the Chicagoland area. So I'm a Midwest girl, born and raised. I've been a little bit of everywhere. So my first day of college was also my first day at my first station.
Really?
Girl,
So you started,
everything.
like right off the bat?
Yes, right off the bat. I was a junior Olympic athlete, so I had to choose. Yeah, I played volleyball, so I had to choose between doing that and or just really delving into journalism. And I was first exposed to journalism in high school. You know, growing up in Chicago, obviously news stations are really big. My dad was the president of the African American Chamber of Commerce at the time. And so whenever my mom couldn't go to like a gala with him or anything like that, he would take me. And the first person that I met was actually Don Lemon back when he was at NBC in Chicago. And I'd never met a journalist before. You know, it was in our household, you had to watch the news. Like my parents were like, listen, you're a young woman of color. You need to understand.
Be abreast of what's happening.
Absolutely.
In the world. Yeah.
Like you need to be with it. So that's kind of how my love for journalism started. I think my first interview, and my dad just busted this out the other day. I think my first interview was the mayor of our suburb.
Oh, wow.
Like my second grade. Yeah.
I love
and like
that.
I'm over here asking him about taxes. I'm asking him about everything. So I've been nosy since day one.
Alexis doesn't play.
Hey,
right?
come on
She
with
still
it.
does not. That's
So,
cool.
you know, did that, went to University of Missouri, really proud Mizzou Tiger, you know, was in Columbia, Missouri for a long time. That's where I met my husband, but we did not date then.
Oh.
We were both dating two other people. We were just friends.
Now, when you were friends with Reggie, we have to get to Reggie soon. And I'm dying to meet him. I actually haven't physically met him, but I feel like I know
miss him. He's like 6'5" the moment he walks in.
I love it. Did you, when you were in his presence, did you know you would not necessarily marry this man, but did you feel like, okay, he's going to be in my life?
You know what's so funny is that he's one of the first people that I met when I got on campus. He was a couple years older than I was.
Okay.
And you meet so many people that first,
Sure.
you remember when you first like hit
Oh, yeah.
campus,
It's like
hit
a
the
frenzy.
scene.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You're like, look, I'm cute. This is about to be fantastic, right? And I remember meeting him, and I don't know if I remember the first time that I met absolutely everyone.
Okay.
But I mean, let him tell it.
Okay.
But we tell it a little differently. But I met him outside. He's in the same fraternity as my dad, so they're both members of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. I was not Greek at the time.
Okay.
And I complimented him, like on his cane, because that's a big thing for Divine Nine organizations.
Yes.
And so I just remember meeting him, and he was like, man, who is this like effervescent girl just bopping down the street talking about some high and by? Like, who is this? And we were always such, good friends.
I love that.
So he was just always a warm spirit. And we always stayed connected. We were both in the journalism school, and especially the students of color in the journalism school, we all kind of knew each other, and we were all part of National Association of Black Journalists. So we just always kicked it, and we were cool.
in the circle.
And it wasn't until my first job after college, so I was in Little Rock, Arkansas, and we stayed connected. And he hit me up about a job opportunity at that particular station that I was in.
Okay.
And we just kept on talking. And, I'm a matchmaker. I love to be Cupid.
Ooh, yes, me too. And I have a good success rate.
Yes, I have 3 marriages under my belt. Hey.
It's fun to play Cupid, right?
Yes, I
Yeah.
love. So I was actually trying to hook him up with my sorority sister and best friend, Callie.
Okay.
And, we read this article that said something crazy like, most people meet the person that they're going to be with and or meet the person who's going to introduce them to the person they're meant to be with. Like 75% of people by the time you were like 29 or something like that.
Yeah.
And so we were like, okay, let's get our little black book out and figure out what
exactly.
this is.
Right.
And so we were, us women, we always have our lists.
Of course.
So I had to get on all Callie's list, and Reggie fit those. And I was like, hey, did you ever think about Reggie? And she was like, well, no, I hadn't. Well, how about you? I was like, I always thought he was cute, but, I don't think he's interested in me like that, but we can't let him get away. So one of us, I was like, let me hook it up. And so that whole time I called him on FaceTime. We were friends. We would talk, and
Sure.
it was like a football game was on, and we were talking, and he thought I was talking about me the whole time.
Oh.
And because I told him, I said, I want to hook you up with someone, but I have some questions to ask you first, because,
Yeah. I want to hook you up with someone, and she's pretty amazing.
Right.
She looks kind of like me. No. And it is me. No.
all of the above,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And so, it was great. And he thought I was talking about me. And I told him, no, I'm not talking about me. And I hung up the phone, girl. I hung up the phone.
You did.
And went to work. I was like, oh, that was not what this was supposed to be. I mean, it was great.
Because he was into you.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
And the funny thing is that after, we talked again, we haven't went a day without talking since. And that was 5 years ago.
I love
So-
it. I love bringing up Reggie because Alexis lights up and you can just feel the love there. And I'm a hopeless romantic, so I absolutely love that.
Hey, and I always said I wasn't going to date somebody else who was in the business. And he is in the business. He's a sports anchor and reporter. So, but it's funny how, I'm a woman of faith. Everybody knows that about me. I accept everybody, but everybody knows that about me. And it's so funny that you tell God your plans and he's like,
Laughs. Yeah.
girl, please. I already got it. I already have something for you. So
I love that.
Yeah.
It's just that trust. I feel like I have a hard time trusting. Like, it's going to be all right. He's got a plan. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be in this moment.
Absolutely.
Right?
And what's for me is for me.
See, I love this. See, that's why we're so like-minded. I'm like, let what comes come, and what's meant to go will go, and what will find you at the right time, it'll be perfect. So really your job is just to relax.
Yes.
And stop
trust.
being so tight. Yes.
Absolutely. And use your gifts.
Now,
That's it.
Do you and Reggie, do you critique each other? How does that work?
Oh, all
Are
the
you
time.
competitive at all?
You know what? It's so funny because he's a beautiful writer, and then he'll go and gush about my writing. And we'll geek out. Like, we'll be like watching, documentaries and be like, hey, did you see this story? Oh my gosh, that writing. And, so I think all the things that I was running from, and this is a word to anybody who thinks that they know what they need, but they don't. So let me help you, help me, help you. Okay.
I am here for this. Okay.
I think that he was everything that I needed and that I didn't know I needed.
Aww.
And so, I have a girls program where I talk to girls. It's called Lisa's Girls. It's a mentorship program. And when we get to the relationship part, and this is for anybody, whether it's a friendship or, a romantic relationship,
Yeah.
I think we have to understand that there's something good out of anybody and everybody that we meet. It's just a matter of being open enough to look at yourself and be like, okay, cool, I can take that.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how Reggie is for me. We're exactly opposite and the same at the same time. It is so strange.
I love that though. But
Yes.
you're so right. Everyone's a teacher. Everyone is maybe even a catalyst for change in our lives. And, they're here to teach us something. But maybe we don't like it, but they're going to teach us something about ourselves.
Absolutely.
So I think that's so interesting.
That's been the mantra of life, especially. So I was in Little Rock when Reggie and I started dating, and then, was in Little Rock for 2 years, then went to Cincinnati. That's where I came from, and about 4 years there. Cincinnati treated me so well. It was an unexpected gem.
Yeah.
You ever go to a place, visit a place, and you're like, oh, man.
You're like, this has been, yes.
Like, there's a little piece of me here.
That's what I do feel about Indianapolis. So my friends from like the East Coast, West Coast, they're like, literally don't even know where we are in a map. Indiana, they think it's really just cornfields, and they come and they're like, wow, like I love it here. I love the people.
Absolutely.
It's incredible, the arts, and everyone's so down to earth. And a lot of people are like, wow, your city's so clean. I'm like, it is. Thank you very much. But,
hello, come on, somebody.
So you fell in love with Cincy.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And the people there were amazing. They treated me so well. And Cincinnati is one of those places. And this is my mantra for wherever I am. And I feel the same way here in Indianapolis. I believe that you cannot represent people. You can't report with people and about people if you don't know people.
Yeah, exactly.
And Cincinnati's a lot like that. I mean, you walk by and you meet anybody who's from Cincinnati, they can tell you where their family has lived for the last 100 years. They probably still own the house, and they're particular about their neighborhood.
Okay.
I mean, you need to know. So, really grew there, had amazing, friends, lifelong friends in both Arkansas and Cincinnati. And it's so funny, Indianapolis just kind of happened by happenstance, to be honest.
Yeah.
I have a lot of family here.
Okay.
It's my grandfather was one of 12, so they all came from Mississippi. 6 went to Chicago.
All right.
The great flight up north,
Sure.
right? And 6 came here to
Oh,
Indianapolis.
that is so cool. I didn't realize you have so much family.
Yeah,
here.
and we
I
all
love
look
that.
alike too. That is wild. Let me tell you something. If you've never lived in a place where you have family, like, in your professional life,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden you go to the grocery store and you run into some folks that look like you,
Right, you're like,
it's a whole different
what?
situation. It's like, hey.
And it's a game changer because when I was out on the West Coast, I didn't have any family, and I didn't really know anybody at first. I was like, wow, you don't realize you take those moments for granted. Like, I'll go over to my folks' house for like pasta night, bring my daughter, and I'm like, it's just those little moments those are memories.
You can't get those
you
back.
can't get those back. So it is so special.
Absolutely.
Now, what was Reggie's reaction when you're like, babe, moving to Indy? I want to move to Indy.
The funny thing is he's the one who initiated it.
Oh, really?
That's the funny part.
Okay.
Yeah, we were looking for somewhere to go for our anniversary.
Okay.
And obviously the pandemic, everything shut down.
Sure.
We've been really careful, and so we're like, where can we just drive this driving distance? He's like, hey, why don't we go to Indy? And I was like, okay, that's cool. So we came to Indy.
This is serendipitous.
Right.
I don't believe in coincidence, girl. This is serendipity. Okay.
And that kind of started it all.
All right.
And just getting connected with folks. And it was, when I say by happenstance, I mean, like you said, serendipitous, I believe God just knew what he wanted us to do. And it was easy. There was never a struggle. And I always look at that because whenever there's something that's on my heart, I always ask God, like, God, if this is for me, let me know. Make it plain.
Yes.
And he did. He made it real plain.
That just warmed my soul. That resonates with me because when you're in the flow, it should be easy and effortless because it's meant to be, right? And when you're fighting against the current, it's like, this just isn't it, right?
That's totally it.
I love that. And so tell us about your very first day. So we got the email and this big, beautiful smile comes through. It's like, Alexis Rogers is joining the team. So take us through your first day here at Wish TV.
Oh my gosh, man, it was just amazing. When I walked in, it's so cool that it's really a team atmosphere here. So, everyone knew that I was coming. And just everyone had all the restaurants to go check out. And, hey, do you need this? Do you need that? And that was amazing. And just trying to see all of what we do here. Because there's not a lot of television stations that do things like we're doing right now, the podcast network, and have so many community partners. And I'm all about community. Like, that's my brand.
Yes.
That's who I am. Because I really believe that if you're going to have a brand, that should be who you are.
Yeah, you should be immersed in the community so you know what you're doing, what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah. Or else how are they supposed to trust you, right?
Exactly.
So, man, it was just, I remember just taking a step back. And my husband's grandmother used to always say, look up, because you always know that God's there. And there were multiple times where I would walk through the halls and be like, in the studio, and I would just look up and I'd be like, man, God, you heard me. I've been praying for something like this, and you literally created it just for me. I mean, it just blows my mind.
That's incredible. And I'm really big on like, if you're awake enough, you can see signs. Like I will see, and I see like angel feathers, or I'll see just a glimpse of something, or, just little signs all over, or I'm asking for something and I hear a song, or, I just feel like if you're really awake, you kind of can get guided along the way.
Absolutely.
And I think that's something really special.
It's all a choice, right?
Yeah.
Like we choose to be better.
Now, do you get nervous? Did you have butterflies your first day, which is supernatural? Do you still get nervous on air?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially because there were quite a few people in my corner that had been rooting me on since the beginning. But I remember back in the day, I specifically had 2-3 people tell me that I would never be an anchor.
Aww.
Tell me that I would, it just would not happen.
We all have those, right?
Yes,
that don't
I was
believe in us.
too curvy. I was too this. I was too that. And I appreciate them because I'm one of those people that when I'm the underdog, beware.
I'm gonna prove you wrong.
Beware,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
So no, it was definitely all my family watched. I have a lot of family in Texas as well, and they all were watching, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, this is so crazy! You've been talking about this forever." So it was great.
They love to see you shine.
Hey,
we all do. I love that. So give us some dirt. I'm really sorry that you have to sit next to Phil Sanchez. So in the newsroom, Lex is right by Phil.
Sancheesy.
Sancheesy. Do you like sitting by Phil? Is his desk super messy? Give us some dirty details.
So the fun thing about Phil is that you have to make sure that you wear earphones because he is so loud. He is Queens born and raised.
Yes.
Us Chicagoans, I know loud people.
Yeah.
My vowels can get out of control from sometimes, but Phil takes it up a whole nother level.
Yeah.
I will say he's a real life Ken doll.
Yes. Those
But
brows are on point, honey.
All the time.
Always.
I'm like, sir, where and how and why? Man, no.
I got to
he's
get him back in
hilarious.
here with you sometime. He's a frequent guest on Behind the Eight. He loves to
my
pod
gosh.
with me. Yes.
Man,
So, very
Phil
cool.
is a mess.
Yeah.
But you know what? He's a beautifully made mess, and I love it so much.
Yes, I love that. Now, do you prefer? Okay, so you're doing middays.
Mm-hmm.
You do, and then you do All Indiana with me, and then sometimes you have to do other shows as well.
Yeah.
Do you prefer hard news over more feature stuff, or what's your passion?
You know what? I think my passion is just people first.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So like I used to struggle with understanding what that was. It really kind of took me a while because I was like, man, I feel so fulfilled when we do things like this, right? Like when we
Yes.
connect and we talk about anything and everything. And I think that can be lighter, that could be hard. I do think that the more I'm growing in this business, the more I realize that I respect what hard news does.
Yes.
But I do think that people just want to see themselves, whatever that looks like.
Yep.
So I love the fact that I get a chance to do midday and that we can have those conversations and update people and keep people, abreast and all those things. And then we get a chance to do All Indiana. And I really, listen, this is not me like trying to promote the show at all. I've never seen anything like All Indiana, where we have,
Some freedom. You get to
Yes.
play a little bit.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Where you can feel like people,
Yeah.
especially in the midst of this pandemic.
Yes.
Can you imagine how many people who have not been able to sit down with somebody,
Right.
talk with somebody, laugh with somebody?
And that's the coolest thing is that, you know me, because I do come from a radio background. I like to go off prompter a lot. I like to go off script. I like to play with you. And I love that you
Absolutely.
keep up with me and you can play. And then, but then people feel like they really know us. Like we're their girls. And I love that. And that's the goal, right?
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
it's so much fun. She can really roll. And I appreciate, and then we got Randall in the mix. He's always
Oh
out
my
and
gosh.
about.
Let
He's
me
so
tell you
fun.
something. Randall needs the MVP award
Yes,
because
he
that
does.
man is everywhere. I feel like he's the social mayor of Indianapolis.
Yeah.
He knows everybody. And what I love about him, and you can tell this when he sets up whatever he does, right? He's at the heart of people too.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a gift. Not
Yeah.
everyone can get to the heart of people,
Right.
of all people, no matter, if you didn't think that we had anything in common or not. We all got something in common.
We do. Absolutely. Or something to learn from somebody.
Oh, yeah.
Miss Lexis, I want to ask you, when is the last time you cried?
Oh, man. Your girl's emotional. Let's see. You know what? The last time I cried was last Thursday.
Last Thursday.
Last Thursday.
What went down?
I write down everything. Like
You journal?
oh
You're a
my goodness.
journaler?
I journal. I love taking pictures,
Yeah.
all of that. And I found this journal entry because I have my mom's Bible. And I found this journal entry from my mom just with her describing what she saw for me before I became me.
I'm getting goosebumps. Oh my God.
Man.
Yeah.
And I read it, and then I looked at my schedule because I'm a big schedule person, and just looking at all the things that I have, and I was like, man, like, even though you're not physically here with me, like, you're still mothering me. You're still letting me know that, like, I'm walking in my purpose. And that really made me tear up.
Yeah.
That's
what makes me tear up
I'm
right
telling
now.
you. I mean, that's because a mother's love, man. People don't understand. Like, losing a parent in general is hard. I tell my girls that all the time. But it's something about a mom. You don't know this world, this life without your mom. She knew you before you knew you.
Yeah.
And so the fact that, you have a mom who loves and cares about you enough to think about who you might be and who they hope that you are, that brings you joy, and to see it, 20 odd years later, man, it just made me very happy. So they were happy tears, but they were definitely full circle tears.
Oh my God, that is so moving. Because I'm thinking of my little girl. She's 10, and I know we had this conversation, I think during a commercial break.
Yeah.
But I said, if I fail at everything else in my life, it doesn't matter to me. I will not fail at being a good mom.
Absolutely.
And that's just, it's 100%. I have one little girl. She's the light of my life. And it's just like, that is my purpose, is to be her mom and make her proud.
Oh my gosh. And the more that you walk in your purpose, you best believe that she is looking at you like, yeah, but that's my mom. Who's your mom? Yes. I hope you know that that's my mom. Okay.
Like, you're going to be the best mom. Do you guys want to have kids?
Absolutely. And actually, wonderful news. We just became godparents this week.
Oh my God, I was like, I had a moment when I thought you were going to tell me something.
No, not that yet, just yet.
I was like, this is breaking people.
I know, but I'm so excited. Our godmom, our god baby Jason, he is the cutest little old man you will ever meet. He is so expressive, and he is so prayed over. Let me tell you.
Shout out to Jason.
Yes.
Oh, that's so cool.
So we're really excited. We're so excited to be able to hug him and love him and all of that. He doesn't know what hit him, really.
That's incredible. And you said kiddos love Reggie. They're like all over him all the time.
Let me tell you something. If you want to send kids over my house, just understand they're not going to want to leave. I love kids. Kids love me, but they like adore Reggie, especially like little girls.
I can't wait to meet this man.
Oh my gosh.
Like the way Alexis talks about him, I'm just like, I love him so much already. Never met the man.
We used to say in college, before we even started dating, I was like, everyone used to say, if you don't like Reggie, there's something wrong with you.
Aww.
Because, there's no reason not to. He's like a big teddy bear.
I bet he is so proud of you.
Man, he's my biggest cheerleader. Yeah. I remember when I won my first Emmy. He was the loudest one in the room.
Yes, queen.
Like all of St. Louis came out of that man, okay? Everyone was like, who is this crazy person? He was like, yeah, that's right, all day. I'm like, yeah, there we go.
I love that. And Alexis, how do you define success? Like, do you feel it now, or is there something you really want to accomplish, personal or professionally, that you will feel like, yes, I feel I've made success in my life?
You know what? I feel like you have to break it up into brackets, right?
Right.
And I think one thing that I was not good at, that I'm trying to get better at, is putting the same weight in my mini successes as I do in my big ones.
That's great advice.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because without the mini ones, we don't get to the big one, right?
Exactly.
And I feel like one of those is living in the moment, really. We're so all over the place. We're so everywhere, and just really enjoying what we have right here, right now has been amazing. And that's been success in my book, of just being able to be at peace and rest.
Yes.
Because I was a busybody, man. I've always been a busybody, and I realized, I'm
same.
like, wow, life is going.
It's going. And sometimes we're so busy running in circles, checking things off our list, but we're like, are you really living? Are you really being present? Like, I'm loving having this moment with you, connecting right here, right now. My mind's not thinking of other things.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to do that too, just hone it down.
Yeah, finding the little joys. Like, for anybody who follows me on Twitter, I always share my morning jam. And usually my morning jams, I love music, are things that give me joy. Something to kick my day off with. Like,
give us a few of your jams so we can add to our playlist.
Ooh, I need to look through all of the ones that I recently posted. Today was Dietrich Haddon. What was it? Ooh, oh man, what was the song called?
I love it.
Stevie Wonder is always.
Wonder's on your
I could
jam
actually
list.
put my Pandora and put Stevie Wonder on all day, and you can't be upset.
You can't. I always roll in here many a times. If my windows were down, you would hear Whitney Houston.
Hey,
how will I know?
Hey, Dance with Somebody is another jam for me.
Yes. Okay, so we gotta play some. That's what we want between, like, during the commercials. People are like, "What are you guys doing?" And we're like, "We need a DJ. We need music," because sometimes it's just too quiet. We're laughing and kidding around, but we need to get some Whitney up in there.
Absolutely. Some Kirk Franklin stomp.
I love that.
We were in there. Come on.
What's something that somebody would be really surprised to learn about you?
I guess in what terms? Like personal, professional, just quirky?
Maybe personal.
Okay.
Because, we see you and you're shining and you got, just something that do you have like a hidden talent? Do you have like a big fear? Do you have anything that might be like, oh, wow, I wouldn't expect that from her?
Right? Oh, man, there's so many. I don't get embarrassed easily. That's something that's really funny.
I like that.
I really don't.
Okay.
I mean, I think that I laugh enough at myself. I'm so
Yes.
clumsy. Like, I'll fall up the stairs. You know
Yes,
what I mean? Like, that's
yes,
just
yes.
me. I also helped take custody of my sisters when I was 19. So,
Oh, wow, okay.
it's kind of funny that ended up happening because I ran an abstinence mentorship group.
Oh, okay.
And so, and everybody who knows me knows that that's like a big part of who I am.
Mm-hmm.
So it's funny because even with living that lifestyle, I still ended up with 2 kids. And
Yeah.
it's great, because they're
Right.
great.
Yeah.
But that's always a big thing. And let me see, I love food.
Yes. What's your favorite go-to?
Oh,
like
my
for like a
goodness.
date night for you and Reg. Like
Listen,
what's
every
ideal?
Tuesday we do Taco
Tuesday. I was just gonna ask. She was big
know
on the
it.
tacos. Yep.
Taco Tuesday, we
Love.
always try to find new places. I make pretty good tacos. So a lot of people don't know that I actually taught preschool in Cuernavaca, Mexico.
What?
For a little bit, yeah.
did not know that.
And I was also a Girl Scout. I am
Oh.
a Girl Scout. I guess you're always a Girl Scout. Won my Girl Scout
Once a
Gold
Girl
Award and
Scout?
everything.
Always, yeah. Favorite
Yeah.
cookie?
Oh my gosh. Lord, the Samoas.
Oh, I'm a Samoa girl too. That or tagalongs.
I mean, the
peanut butter.
tagalongs are
Oh, yeah.
cool,
They're
but we need some gumption.
Who can eat the serving size? What is it, 1 or 2? Like it's like
Nobody.
a sleeve, honey. You
Right.
guys- That's really bad.
This can't be it. Yes.
You're gonna dive in. Oh my gosh! And what's coming up for you? I mean, you wear many hats. What's coming up? What should we watch out for?
Man, so I'm actually getting ready to start a new YouTube series. Really
Awesome.
excited about that.
Okay.
Really excited. So actually, when I started, I'll have to hit you up so that
Let's
way
go,
we can,
girl.
we
We
can
should go
delve
out
into
and
it.
about. We could do anything. I would love to shop with you. I think that'd be fun. Or we could go
Yes.
cruise around town. I'd love to show you some sights if you're game. And
Absolutely.
Yeah, I want you to meet Lucy, my daughter.
Yes, come on. Listen,
Yeah.
Lucy doesn't even know that we're about to be best friends.
Yeah.
Like she doesn't even
Lucy's so
understand
cool,
that we're
yeah.
about to be best friends. That's another thing about me. So I'm actually a retired tour guide. And the cool thing about me being a tour guide, like when I retire, I want to be a tour guide, like in real life. So I was a tour guide in college. And it just kind of continued. So like in Cincinnati, I would give my own tours.
So
And like I would
awesome.
help like the visitors bureau and stuff. So like I'm a dork and I love history. So I've been like looking up stuff about Indianapolis and
That
trying to
is
figure
so
out what I want my
cool.
tour to be.
I love that.
Whenever anybody comes in.
Where is a destination you want to go? What's on your list?
Oh,
that
my
you-
goodness.
You need to visit.
Santorini for sure.
Okay,
Greece
yes.
for sure. France. I actually have cousins in France. I really would like to go and visit and
Right.
see them.
That would be awesome.
Ghana is on my list. I really
Okay.
would love to go over to Ghana. I've heard that it's beautiful.
Okay.
We actually might have a wedding there to go to
Ooh,
next year.
That'd be perfect.
Yes.
Yes.
Man, so many places. I love to travel. And I hate that traveling right now is just
Right.
so difficult and it's so hard. But I also like cool little towns too.
Yeah, just
Like, have you been
discoveries.
into Savannah, Georgia?
I've been to Savannah.
Savannah's
Just
cute.
one time though. I need to go
It's so
back.
cute.
Yeah.
The best
Love that.
diners.
The best diners.
Yes.
What's a hot spot that you found thus far in Indy? And I know a lot of stuff isn't open, but have you found a spot that you're like, I love this?
Man.
In the city yet? Or like a little park? I mean, have you been? I don't know where all you've been.
You know,
'cause
we've
you
been
kind
on
of
the
live
Monon
here
Trail.
at the station.
I know,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Girl, we here all the time.
Yeah, I have like a little bed in the studio in the All Indiana podcast.
Right?
Network.
So, like
Yeah.
we're just laying down. Just lay it all down.
Lay it.
Yeah. So the Monon Trail is really cool.
Yeah, you can come all the way up to my place.
Yes.
On that. I love
yeah,
it.
we don't live very far off of the
don't.
Monon Trail. So
Okay.
that's really
Monon
cool.
is cool.
We've really been enjoying all these taco places.
Yes.
Lately.
Okay, so you got to
know.
hit Alexis up for Taco Tuesday.
Please.
Well, like I said, you're just such a joy. We're thrilled that you're here. I just wanted to have you on Behind the 8 so people could get just a little glimpse into your world and who
Absolutely.
you
Thank
are.
you.
You have to check her out. Where can everybody follow you?
Of course, I am Alexis Rogers, both on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I'm just excited to connect with everybody, have some really cool projects coming up, and it's going to be great.
Yeah, she's a light. You got to get to know her. Alexis Rogers! Woo! Thank you for being our special guest. From Wish TV, I'm entertainment insider McKinzie Roth for Behind the 8 here on the All Indiana Podcast Network. Get more at wishtv.com when you follow Wish TV on Facebook. Plus, be sure to follow and subscribe to this podcast on the All Indiana Podcast Network. Till next time, bye-bye.
Check out more podcasts from the All Indiana Podcast Network now at allindianapodcastnetwork.com. allindianapodcastnetwork.com.